Exciting victory for Hartford women's basketball, 62-57 on top of Penn State. Outstanding game. I mean, just played out of your shoes tonight, 25 points. And I was kind of joking around on the pregame show or throughout the course of the broadcast that you're very calm, cool, and collected when we spoke prior to the game. What was it tonight? Do you just not like navy blue?
Well, I mean, coming from Pennsylvania and Penn State, I just wanted to go out and beat them. And as a team, we just want to come out and win after going 6 games on a losing streak. So it was a team effort, and our whole team played really well against their zone.
6-game skid. It seems like the team has kind of lacked a little bit of confidence, and tonight you guys were communicating on both ends of the floor. Kind of, played like fearless. Was there a conversation between the girls without the coaches prior to the game?
No, I mean, Amber and Sherelle are always getting on us that we need to come out here with a chip on our shoulders. Going 6-game losing streak is not what we wanted. So now we've got to win, and hopefully now we're back on the winning streak.
You guys had at one point a 24-point lead. They kind of dwindled it down in single digits, and just like everybody else, kind of holding their breath. What was the message like inside the huddle to make sure you guys stayed calm and closed it out?
Yeah, they turned the pressure up in the second half, and we just need to stay calm and collected and not let the pressure get to us. So we pulled that out at the end. Congratulations
on the career night. Now you raised the bar.
Thank you.
That's Deanna Mayza. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the head coach, Jen Rizzotti. Here with the 16th year head coach, Jen Rizzotti. Most importantly, you snap yourself a 6-game skid. Most energy I think I've seen since the Central Connecticut win. And kind of came out fearless, and they were bigger, they were taller, they were lengthier, but yet just from tip-off to the tail end, you guys were able to close things out.
Yeah, I think our guys are really focused on the game plan, and we talk about that a lot. We can play as hard as we want, but if we don't play with any intelligence, it doesn't really matter. This is an easier matchup for us. I know that it sounds funny, but they can't really shoot the ball. So our game plan was to just pack it in and force outside shots and then try like heck to rebound the ball. And I feel like for 30 minutes we were great at it. And then they turned up the pressure, and they were a lot bigger. And we turned it over and gave them some life. And we don't have a matchup for that 6'6" kid. But I feel like it's a good lesson for us, and it's good to have something to look forward to working on when you win a game. So, hey, we got a lead. Now we got to work on end-of-game situations so we're more prepared the next time around. And so it feels good as a coach to say, hey, now we got something to look forward to work on. Let's be up in a lot more games so we can put ourselves in that situation more.
What was the approach in the second half? You got up to as high as 24-point lead, and you can kind of get complacent and play not to lose, but it seemed like you guys stayed a little bit aggressive, even though it got a little shaky towards the tail end when they cut it down in single digits.
Well, honestly, I thought we did a great job early of being aggressive and getting them in foul trouble. I mean, the refs were calling it tight, and they didn't adjust, so they had to stay in that zone, and that's when we were up 24. As soon as they went to man and they were aggressive on us, that's when we really started to turn the basketball over. And then once you turn it over and you can't set your defense as well, it makes it a little harder to get those possessions on defense that you really want. So, like I said, it's something for us to work on. We're not going to play teams as big, but we certainly are going to play teams that can pressure us like that. And we've got to find guys that can handle the ball, make the right cuts, see the open guy. And I got to do a better job of putting them in positions where they're feeling a little safer about making passes and getting open, and they know exactly what they need to do.
Let's talk a little personnel real quick. We had Deanna Mayza, a career night with the 25 points. Amber Bepko has a good night along with Sherelle Moore, and you want that leadership from the veterans, but kind of a complete game. You get the sophomore leading the way and kind of taking the team on her back.
Well, I think that Deanna's kind of one of those kids that does what she has to do, and I think when she hit a couple shots early, it made her more confident as a scorer, and we needed that tonight. And I think I was really impressed with Sherelle and Amber's maturity as seniors. I feel like Amber, when she's not making shots early, tends to get a little antsy, and I felt like she was very, very mature. She stayed solid. She only took great shots. She made a couple big ones when we needed them. She had 4 assists. She got some rebounds. She played great defense. So she understands that she doesn't need to be the guy that's scoring for us to win, and that's a big step for her. And then same with Sherelle. I know she had a bunch of turnovers, but we are putting her in a tough position, asking a 5'11" kid to go up against these big kids the whole game. And, you know, I think that she was really solid with the basketball for the most part. She's a guy that we could have bring the ball up the floor. She got open for us at the high post. She made some great passes. She defended her butt off. She took a couple charges. So, again, you want your seniors to be the ones that are not just playing the hardest, but playing the smartest. And both of those guys played really smart tonight.
Congratulations on the victory.
Okay, thanks.
That's the head coach, Jen Rizzotti. The women's team will be back in action coming up on Sunday, 2 o'clock tip against the Sacred Heart Pioneers. Stay tuned to HartfordHawks.com for all the latest.